On the first Sunday in the year 2000, something very exciting happened.
That's right, Pammy. We started a home church that went on to become the Minmi Community Church, which went on to become Northies.
And the vision for this church has never changed. It's always been to be a community centred on Christ, with a heart for seeking those who are lost.
And to support this vision, we've always done things together as a team, as a leadership team, and also as a team of committed people within the church, individuals and couples that have worked with us from the very start.
Working to outwork this vision of community, that means that everyone feels supported, but with Christ at the centre.
It was the leader of the Salvation Army in the region at that time that actually gave us the avenue to start the church plant in the first place. And when I think about it, I can't really remember whether it was just a small church or a large small group, but it was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was. Seeing what God did at that time was incredible. He brought along new families who found Christ and became a part of the fellowship. And it was exciting to see God build his church. And that was our heart, that he would build his church. And he gave us the promise that the gates of hell would not prevail against it.
Yes, there's been lots of families that have come to faith through our church. I think about an example of those families would be the Rennies. Brooke brought Lockie along, and then the parents came along, and now Jean works for Oasis, Brian works in the Salvation Army Courts Department, and Lockie and Brooke are both really caught up in Christian life. And I just think that that's just an example of some of the families that have come to faith through our church, and they're really the building blocks that our church has been built on.
Just like any other church, our church has had those every day, every week events such as prayer and life groups and youth and women and men's groups and all sorts of things that help us to grow in God. But our heart has always been to reach out to others. And so that's been a really important part of it, hasn't it?
Yeah. When I think about some of the special events, you know, we do a big extravaganza for Christmas now, but can you remember what it was like at Minmi? The first Christmas we had at Minmi, we projected onto a sheet on the side of the Minmi Progress Hall.
That's right.
Had our little PA. Tina would have done the overhead projector slides, it was.
I was playing the piano.
You were playing the piano
That's right.
to lead the carols, and that was our humble beginnings. But we've always tried through Christmas and Easter and events like that to reach out into the community, and that's been a part of the life of our church, hasn't it?
Yeah, and now think about the extravaganza we have now for Christmas compared to that.
Yeah.
You know, 3,000 people, a church community working together to serve that community. It's exciting.
It is.
So what about Northies today? As we enter a new decade? Well, we still have the same vision, to be a community centred on Christ, reaching out to the lost.
That's right, but society has changed quite a bit in the last 20 years, the way we communicate with each other, and people's work lives have changed, the way we do work and the amount of time people have. But you know, what hasn't changed is Jesus. He's the same yesterday, today and forever. And that's what's central to us. You know, God's strategy for our church is his presence. He has always led his children with his presence.
That's right. And with his presence, over the years, we've done a whole range of things. And God has given us ways to do things. But the thing about God is that he always does new things. And we believe that 2020 is a new day, a new opportunity for us to see God work in new ways, for him to do things that we haven't yet seen, and we're excited about that. And we ask you to come on the journey with us for a new day so we can see God do what he alone can do.